New format, new cards, new list, new budget decks to try to conquer and overpower the meta. So now I'm bringing to you guys today 5 decks that I believe are really good and really capable of overpowering that of the Tier 0 Spiral deck and handling the currently Tier 1 True Dracos and Pendulum Magicians. So yeah, this, and just before I go into this list ahead of time, things like Cosmo, Heroes, and Mermaids are not going to be on my list whatsoever. Heroes don't even make top 20 for me. Probably don't even make top 50. Heroes I really feel are trash. They don't really get the job done. It really is just nothing more than pure overhype. So yeah, Heroes are quite overhyped in my personal opinion. Cosmo, I tried this shit out myself. I don't know if it's just me, but when I tried it at my locals, the deck sucked. It flopped. And when I saw the performance that deck had, I swore to myself that until Dark Destroyer comes back to 2 or 3, I will never play Cosmo at a locals or a tournament in general, for that matter, ever again. Because fucking Cosmo just either bricked me with 3 Allure Darknesses and no fucking Dark Monsters every time, or I got a whole bunch of Virus Trap cards and no fucking low-level pilots so I can get a ship out there in order to start controlling things. That's what happened the last time that I played it. Or I simply got overpowered by True Draco and shit like Monarch Syrup that people were teching back in the Dynamite Fighter era. And honestly, if you guys have been watching my channel long enough, I have really picky tendencies with consistency. Like, I'm more picky with consistency than anything. Your deck has to be able to act in real time and take advantage of every moment of consistency available. And if your deck can't do that, your deck is trash. That's just the simple reality of the matter. And that's why a lot of things I'm going to be putting on this list are probably going to be things that people are going to may agree or disagree with, blah, 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 blah. But guess what? These are the 5 decks that I believe have the capability to act in real time and get shit done. I'm pretty sure you guys can already predict what number 1's going to be, right? But yeah, let's get started. Without any further ado, let's just get started. Number 5, Chamber. Because as I forgot to mention in my last top 5 video, my mistake, yes, Chamber has the potential capability to beat someone in one entire turn without even have to do a single life point of battle damage at all. And considering how much Spiral really spams the field, I mean, a Just Desserts can really hinder them by anywhere from 2,000 to 3,000 life points. I mean, the new extra Monster Zone, giving a link deck like Spiral a fucking 6 Monster Zone, really just helps cards like Just Desserts and Ceasefire that much more, and make them much more greater. Keep in mind, you can still play Blazing Mirror Forces, and you can play all kinds of cards. And you can chain your cards to when your opponent tries to use Spiral Sleeper in order to blow away your face ends, thus increasing the chain link for this broken card right here, Chain Strike, to blow away everything. And that's just a simple fact and reality in the matter speaking here. The Chamber is pretty good. And it was my mistake not mentioning this in my last top 5 budget list. The reason I do top 5 because top 10 goes for way too long. Yeah. So, now I'm going to be going on to number 4. Number 4, Paleozoic. Yes, this deck is quite good because it has the ability to freaking abuse Master Boy, that overpowered Warrior Link monster. That basically gives Bahamut Toad a new definition of life in this game. It really does. Especially the fact that you're just able to just use these Paleo tokens to summon Mr. Boy, and you're able to use Totally Awesome, stun the board a little bit here and there. You're able to run strikes, warnings. If you want to get even more evil, you can run Imperial Order and Anti-Spell in the main. You're able to run Desires, Demise, Duality. You're able to run all these consistent draw engines. I've even seen some people that top run the Blue Boy engine there, or with Spellbook and shit like that. So this deck can get you quite far, or depending on the situation. Just be careful. Just try to have it out for Denko second normal summons though, because this deck auto loses to that, as I showcased with our Heralds versus Paleo. Now that was funny. I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, Paleo taking number 4 on my list, in my personal opinion. Hey, I haven't played Paleozoic yet. I might actually start playing it because it really is affordable. Although me personally, I don't like the Blue Boy engine. Me personally, you can try it. I don't like it. Okay, it's up to the perspective of the person playing it, right? So I want to try it without the Blue Boy engine because, me personally, I just don't care for it. Like these little spicy engines with card demise, again, the bricks, the clogs, the brick hands happen to me the most because I have the worst luck in human society. I win with skill. I never win with luck. That's something you have to understand when I'm making these lists and when I'm deciding what I want to play. I do not win games. I do not win at life with luck. I win with skill. And that's never going to change for me. So yeah, that's number 4 on my list. Number 3 is Infernoids. That's right. Infernoids taking number 3, higher than Paleo. Why I believe Infernoids deserves the number 3 spot? Well, it's simple. Because Infernoids here have 2 of some of the most powerful boss monsters in the history in this game. Onuku and Deviati are extremely annoying to work around. They blow away all of your opponent's shit every time they're summoned to the field. They're a once a turn negator if you can get fucking weaker monsters on the field to tribute for their cost. And they really do control the board. And if you combine this deck with Zodiacs like I'm doing now, you're able to advance your game state so far. Again, you're acting in real time. You're able to advance your game state very quickly and get so many pluses over this one deck. And you're able to run a lot of tech cards in the main, since in reality, the only thing you really have to run this deck are just engine cards. Like, the Infernoid engine, Void Seer, Void Feast, and all those freaking cards. And then you run your little zoo engine, and then the rest of it could be like strikes, kaijus, whatever you want to put into the main at this moment. It's all up to you because you're acting in real time. You're using engines in real time. Unlike the Hero and the Cosmo players and the Mermail. Mermail is a good deck, but that shit is just not affordable. That's a misconception we have to get out of the way. The affordability of Mermail is going to depend on the price point of Abyss Megalo. And keep in mind that the rest of the tech cards you gotta run in the main are still expensive as hell for that deck. Like, you gotta run hand traps in the main deck of that shit in order for that deck to even come close to being able to be piloted. So yeah, Inferno is taking number 3 because, again, we're acting in real time. We're acting in real time. We're advancing our game state fast without these inconsistent fucking hands that we have to put up with that are gonna end up pissing me off in the very end. And we're advancing our game state quickly with just 1 or 2 cards. This Infernoid Zodiac has the capabilities to do this. And I have the deck in real life. I'm gonna be profiling it maybe tomorrow, maybe Sunday. I'm not sure if I'm gonna play Infernoid Zodiac at my locals or if I'm gonna play my number 2 budget option at my locals tomorrow. But yeah. Infernoid Zodiac, you guys should give Infernoids a really good shot. Because Infernoids are just so fucking good. He can annihilate people. Just summon Debbie out your nuke and fucking blow away the whole field. So yeah, that's my number 3. Number 2, Stellar Knights. you guys should have known that this one was coming, right? Considering how I went first place undefeated at my locals last time I went to my locals was the Tower Knights. You guys should have known I would be putting this one here. The Tower Knights are truly the Counter Fairy 2.0. It really is. Because you're able to run 10 to 13 counter traps in the main and not fucking auto lose to ass slut and shit like that. It's just so powerful. With the fact that you have a boss monster that will never be power creeped. There will never be a time in the history of this game where the Tower Knight Trigger is definitively a bad card. It will just never happen. It technically got better now because of Link monsters. Having to go back in the extra deck and your opponent will have to tutor all of those Link monsters right back out in order to see a turn on field again. And it really is just gonna annoy the living shit out of your opponent very quickly. Again, we're acting in real time. We're getting shit done. We're not fucking fiddling around with these kitty cards and these stupid engines that just have no synergy in decks whatsoever. We're not playing Pod Desires against the Tower Knights. We're actually getting somewhere with our game state. We're trying to get from point A to point B. We're not trying to fiddle around in between, because if you do that, your budget deck is gonna suck. You can't fiddle in between. You gotta get from point A to point B. That's just how the fuck life works. Hey, the moment you fail to do that is the moment you falling behind to society. And this deck has the capabilities to do that very easily. But, and number one, a lot of people are going to disagree with my number one, but fuck it. The one, the only true God card of Yu-Gi-Oh! Herald of Perfection Turbo is the true number one budget deck. There will never be a time in the history of this game where negating cards, not once per turn, will be bad. There will never be a time in this game where this card will be definitively a bad card to build a deck around. Never. I can guarantee you that right now. Never. This guy is broken. And the fact that his deck has gotten so cheap to build, it's so dirt cheap. If you're not trying to foil out his deck, 3 stacks and I have done, you can get this deck for way 150 or less, and that's the side deck included. No joke. Reality sinking into the face. And keep in mind, the only thing you have to side deck with him for is something or whatever matchups that you have a disadvantage against. You don't have to side with him for any other purpose aside from siding for what he has a disadvantage against, because he just negates everything. He really does. He just negates everything. He has no real bad matchup. That's the truth. He has no bad matchup against certain deck. He has a bad matchup against certain cards, like kaiju, strikes, or counter traps in general, for that matter. He negates everything else. Strike and kaiju are his only 2 legit weaknesses. Aside from that, you're good. Your opponent's not going to be able to work around this guy. They're going to lose to him, and they're going to get salty because they don't know how to play around him. And the fact that you can throw in barrier statue in there as well, oh my god, your advantage is just going up so quickly. You're acting in real time faster with this deck than any other fucking deck on this list, because you're just getting more resources as time goes by. Your deck never stops getting more cards. Your deck will always keep getting more cards, and that's why your opponent will never be able to out-resource Herald. As Team King of Games, aka 3 Stacks, has showcased in one of his Herald videos, the deck is ridiculous. Even with Spirals becoming a tier 0 deck, it can really easily 2-0 Spirals without much trouble or harm to it at all whatsoever. And Herald is just so good that way. He just negates. He does that best. Harold does that better than any other card in the history of this game whatsoever. Negate. That's literally what he really is. Negate, 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 negate. No Yu-Gi-Oh for me, yes Yu-Gi-Oh. No Yu-Gi-Oh for you, yes Yu-Gi-Oh for me. Literally, that's what he is. And if you disagree with me, that's fine. If you're gonna put hate comments in the comment section, I really don't care anymore. And I don't really want to say this, but I say about out of all the budget lists I've seen for this format so far, I say about only half of them I've even liked. Because I see people putting Cosmo, Heroes, all this fucking random shit on the list that doesn't even belong there in the first place. Decks that can't act on real time. Decks that can't advance their game state. Decks that don't have the consistency as the ones that I've put on my list. People are just putting decks that just don't belong. Like, stop the cringe, please. God, my God, it's so crazy. I have to put up a retardation all the time in my life. Like, it's sad. You see, that people just don't understand what consistency really means in this game. It's fucking stressful when I have to see people putting Heroes and Cosmo. What's that? People are gonna start putting fucking Evil Swarms on their list too. Jesus. Fucking mentally behind this community is. Fucking people shit talk Infernoid, but they don't even understand the inconsistency problems that Cosmo has themselves. After all the time that I've spent playtesting them at my locals, like the pure version, the most consistent build, the pure build. I playtested it at my locals for 5 hours straight, and the results were horrible. I mean, horrible. It really was. Jeff Jones won first place with it. Good for him. The reason that Pendulum Magicians is not on this list, though, is because that's definitively a meta deck that you gotta be able to go against. That's the reason I didn't put it on my list this time. Otherwise, it would probably be taking number 5 over Chainburn. But it's definitively a meta deck right now. So, yeah, you gotta be able to out it. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed my budget list, even though I'm pretty sure you probably didn't enjoy it. Peace.